Okay, the other one is JD.com. So JD.com also have Hong Kong listed. I mean, they did list in Hong Kong market as well lah. So it's a dual listing. All right. So this is a US listed. Okay. So the code is JD. All right. So from the peak around $107 to 43%. So if you compare with Tencent, Alibaba, JD.com dropped the less lah. Okay. If you remember what I did just now, Alibaba was down around 57% from the peak, and Tencent was down around 47% from the peak, and JD.com was down 43% from the peak. All right, so the price recover. Okay, you can see that $53, right? And then let me analyze the chart. So this was a super uptrend. All right, this is the most what we call that profitable trade if you manage to catch during that time. Okay, and this part is the crucial part. That's where the trend started to change after the price break below the trend line, which is a major trend line. All right, so if you look at this trend line, okay, started from somewhere around February as well. Okay, same period. Okay, same period, February. Okay, and then they actually end somewhere around early March. Okay, or end of February lah, around 1 year period. So 1 year period. Okay, this is a major trend. Once the price break below the major trend, so this is the area that you have to take note if you are what we call that midterm trade investor. Okay, midterm trade investor. All right. So usually for me, okay, if I can catch this trend, okay, usually what I did is that I will hold until the trend has ended. Okay, so these are midterm trade investors. All right. So after the price break below, okay, it actually take around we see that from March to September, okay, and October. Okay, October. All right. So if you look at the price actually trade at the mid-range. Okay, and it's pretty volatile. All right, and if you look at the price, this is the lowest. Okay, and then this is the recent low. Okay, so this is a good sign. Okay, because again, like what I mentioned, the buyer are keeping the stocks. They are not selling anymore. Okay, I believe they already sold enough. Okay, the seller already sold enough. So this the buyer try to accumulate. So when the buyer try to accumulate, they will accumulate slowly as well. Okay, so of course the institution they are buying too. All right, if you read some of the report, I mean you can Google. All right, so this is what we call it that you can find from the website. Some of the institutions are buying actually, or some of the famous investors are buying, especially the Alibaba. All right, so this is how price actions, okay, help me to determine what is the best entry price. Okay, because I try not to buy at too high. Like for example, if let's say for example I remove all the line. Okay, now if you are a value investor, for example, you know that this company is the good company, but if you do not know when is the best time to enter, then you might end up enter at somewhere here, and somewhere here. All right. Okay, so that is why the price actions will actually help, okay, to give us some idea what is the entry point for this fundamental good company, so that your profit will be much more biggest, okay, if you know when to enter at the best price. All right, so yep, JD.com. okay, if you look at the price, all right, so you can see that this part is a fake breakout. Okay, once after breakout, the price started to drop back again. All right, so if we zoom in more details, okay, so JD.com, okay, is a huge gap up. Okay, previous also is a huge gap up. All right, so take note of the resistance somewhere around here, which is $8.80. All right, So you can write down this what we call that price. And then lastly, Meituan. Okay, so Meituan was one of the best stocks. Okay, so I make quite a good money during the trend, uptrend. All right, so basically we have 2 points here. First point is here and second point is here. All right, so let me zoom in more details. Right, so this is the price that usually most of the what we call that midterm investor will exit the price. Okay, because the price or the candlestick already break below the what we call that the major trend line. Okay, which is this one. Okay, and then although the price doesn't drop much, okay, but we actually care about our profit because we don't want this profit to be go down further. So that's why we exit first and then wait for the market to give us some confirmation, better what we call that sign of up, what we call that potential ups. So if you look at this another line here, okay. So if I draw the line at the top of the candlesticks, so this part is become a resistance already. The other one on the left hand side, the trend line, okay, left hand side of the trend line, which I'm currently talking about, is basically the support level. Okay, support level. Usually we draw below the candlesticks. Okay, so once it break below, so we will be exit the position. All right, so for me, okay, that's how I determine when to exit, and then this is how I determine when to enter. Okay, so if you know how to use the trend line for price actions, okay, especially if you are a value investor or if you are new, okay, you know the company, but then you do not know when to buy and when is the exact point to buy and when's the exact point to sell, then your profit might be wiped out as well. All right, let's see the recent price for this Meituan. Okay, so Meituan started to drop. So this area. So if you look at this line, okay, although it's not considered a major one, but however, if you look at the price or the candlestick, this is super bullish candlesticks. Okay, this super bullish candlestick. This is a super bearish candlestick. All right, on that day itself, how many percent they drop? Around 8%. Okay, so in Hong Kong market can be pretty volatile. So that's why some trader or some what we call it midterm investor, they like Hong Kong market. Okay, and some of them is because you know, they trade for a living, so they need this kind of a market whereby you know, someday can actually give them 8% profit, that kind of the what we call that trading, okay, in Hong Kong market. So if you look at the current price right now, or recent price, I would say recent price, it's become very volatile, okay, very volatile and very difficult to trade. Okay, very difficult to trade. However, if you know how to draw the trend line here, so this is, I would consider this is a major trend line, okay, from the peak, and then point with this what we call that the previous high, okay, and compare with the recent high. So we can actually see that there are some good sign here, okay, which the price actually close above the trend line. Okay, so for this one is very important, is actually give me the signal that actually Meituan, okay, the buyer actually started, okay, to push up the price more faster as compared to Tencent and Alibaba, okay, more than Tencent and Alibaba. So that means most of the I would say investors are more interested in Meituan, okay, that what I would guess by drawing the trend line, okay, if you can see that, so which is quite interesting. Okay, you can see that the price, right? So if let's say the price drop back, okay, probably like this one, okay. So we also have this resistance somewhere here to take care of, okay. So hopefully the price can actually break above 263. Okay, 263. So you might want to take note, and this is a previous support level. Okay, so this is the recent support level. So this is Meituan. Okay, if you ask me among these three, Tencent, Alibaba, Meituan, or JD.com, okay, I would think, okay, probably I will choose a Meituan. Okay, I will choose Meituan. All right. And last one is Kuaishou. Okay, Kuaishou. So most of the investor or trader already forgotten about Kuaishou because they dropped the most. Okay, what do I mean by that? Okay, if you measure, they dropped around 84% from the peak to the bottoms. Okay, the bottom was around 64 Hong Kong dollars. 64 Hong Kong dollars. All right. So this is a major trend. Okay. If you can see that each time when the price or candlestick touches the trend line, well, this is the one. Okay. So every time when it touches the trend line, the price will actually pull back, go lower. Okay, the price will pull back, go lower. So 3 times already. So what about this time? So what about this time? Okay, we do not know. Okay, but by looking at the chart, okay, they don't have a lower low anymore. Okay, so you can see that the recent low as compared to the previous low. Okay, there's no new low anymore. There's no new low anymore. So this is a good sign. Okay, for the price to recover. All right, so that's why some analysts mentioned that, okay, the bottom could be near for these tech stocks. So that could be the reason why, because the candlesticks of this recent low and compare with the previous low, there's no new low anymore. Okay, the previous low was around 64. Okay, and the recent low was around 77. Okay, 77. After that, the price recover a little bit, and then this is the, if you look at the top line, is a major resistance line. So in order for the price to, you know, move upward, or the price change to upward trend line, of course the price have to break above the, what we call that, the trend line. Right, so somewhere, okay, hopefully like this one. Okay, but again, nothing is 100%. Okay, like what I mentioned, so price action actually give us some clue or some idea where the price are going to what is the direction of the price by drawing the line. Okay, by using the price actions. All right, so that's what I have been doing. Okay, we take a look Xiaomi. All right, Xiaomi is pretty obvious. Currently the price is at the bottom. Okay, all right, so previously was trending down lah. Okay, if you look at the price, okay, let me zoom in more details. Okay, most of the Hong Kong tech stocks last year's, I think yeah, last year was the best one. All right, then since then the price since the, what we call that, Mai IPO. Okay, Mai IPO, then the price started to drop already. All right, so if you look at this Xiaomi, right, so support is somewhere here, support is here. Okay, this one. So usually based on technical analysis, when price touches the support, usually is the buying point lah, huh? Okay, buying point. All right, but nothing is 100%. If you bought at this level, then you have to set for example 5 or 8% stop loss. Okay, always use stop loss. Okay, so again today, let me share this with you. Whatever that I'm going to share with you, okay, or already share with you, is just my view. There's no right view or wrong view. So please do not take it seriously to buy or sell on Monday. Today's session is just for education purposes. Right, okay, and then we have this resistance somewhere here, 2450. All right, so this is a major one. Right, so I guess Xiaomi might trade in the range bound. You have to understand where the price is going to hit. Okay, where the price of the direction of the price. All right,